G'day everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to this FIFA 23 Arsenal Career Mode series. This episode 43. Make sure to go ahead and drop a like, comment and subscribe if you enjoy. It really helps me out. And in this episode we're going to be playing a few games. You see, first up we have a massive game here against Napoli in the Champions League. In the quarterfinals, you see there it's 2-2 on aggregate. You see the results from around the ground. Looks like AC Milan's gone through. Manchester City squeaks by Dortmund. And then one more team, either going to be Inter or Real Madrid, I believe that was. You see here, rocking with basically the same team as I always do, my best team. But we obviously do have quite a few decent players coming off the bench as well, with the likes of Smith Rowe, Milinkovic, Savic, and so on. And I think this is actually Milinkovic, Savic's former team. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think it is. But 2-0, still anyone's game. Hopefully we can pull through here and get to the semi-finals, because this is the trophy we really want. And we start off strong through our main man, Gabriel Jesus, leading this competition in scoring, I believe. And then we get it out wide to Martinelli, and Martinelli hits one across the keeper post and in. An incredible finish. And we've just blitzed Napoli here early on, made it 2-0 in quick succession. And we're still looking for more. Odegaard hits it out wide to Saka. Saka from distance curls it, hits the post, but it stays out. But what a hit that was from Saka. Goes for the spectacular. As we go into the second half now, it's going to be En-Nesyri. Plays it forward to Pellegrini, and Pellegrini, the captain, gets him back into it. And just like that, it's a one-goal game again. And I believe we're playing at their home ground as well, so we have to stay on our toes here. And we're going to probably have to score again if we want to win. We get it into Odegaard to Jesus, and Jesus scores another one. And he gives us that 2-goal cushion again. Not too long after Napoli halved the deficit. But now Saka hits it over the top to Jesus. Jesus again. The keeper got a hand to it, but it wasn't enough, and it goes in. I believe it went in off the crossbar too. But Melia hasn't had a great game for Napoli, the ex-Leeds keeper. But now we've brought our subs on. It's going to be Caicedo to just add another goal to the tally there. 7-3 on aggregate now. And Napoli are going to be knocked out of the Champions League. But can they get a little consolation goal late? En-Nesyri to Berghaus. And it just falls back to En-Nesyri. And he gets one there with basically the last kick of the game. But that's that. We win 5-2, 7-4 on aggregate. And we're going to be advancing to the Champions League semi-finals. And it looks like we're going to be playing either Inter Milan, AC Milan, or Manchester City. But before that fixture, we're obviously going to have to deal with a couple of Premier League games. Currently first, but could be down a point if Manchester City win their game in hand. So this league is still up for grabs. It's really between us and then the two Manchester teams. Can't really see all three of us collapsing and then the likes of Liverpool or Tottenham win the league. Can't see that happening. But we have a game against Southampton, who are struggling this season, but hopefully they keep struggling and we can get the win here, because that's the last thing we want. We don't want a letdown spot here after that massive win against Napoli, but I am using a few different players just to rotate the squad and keep everyone fit. And we get it into Odegaard early on there, and the captain gets us a 1-0 lead. Southampton come right back at us through Sarr to Alcaraz to Romo. And he hits it across. It hits the post. It falls to their player. He doesn't shoot it. He unselfishly passes it to his teammate, and Ramsdale makes the big-time save. But right on half-time now, Ward-Prowse, probably Southampton's best player, gets it to, who was that? I don't know who that was, but that was a finish. I tell you what, Ramsdale couldn't do anything about that one. And now they look for the lead. Crossbar, and it bounces off the line. It looked like it was over, but of course the whole ball has to be over. And we get lucky there. And now we look to get a winner. But Milinkovic, Savic just got his feet messed up there. I don't know what type of shot that was. And now Saka, the last kick of the game, basically. And it goes just wide. Bukayo Saka could have been the hero there. But it goes wide. And we tie 1-1. And honestly, Southampton played quite well. And we just couldn't get anything going forward. We have to settle for a draw. And that could really cost us the title. We don't want to be messing up now. We have a game against Everton next up, and then we have the big one against Inter Milan, which will be the last game of the episode. Managed to squeeze in two Champions Champions League games into this episode. But first, we want to get the 3 points against Everton. We don't want to be bottling the league late, as I think this would be our second Premier League victory. I believe we won it in Season 1, we came second in Season 2, and now we're looking to win it again in Season 3. We get to Saka, and Saka's got all day to take aim, and the keeper just had a mare there. That wasn't a great shot from Saka, but I mean, if it's not on target, you can't score. But now Everton look to respond here. Gabriel commits himself, knocks over the player. No foul called, but Everton play on, and I don't know what's happened there. I think Ramsdale's had a mare as well. So the keeper's not having a good one so far. But we get into Jude Bellingham, and Bellingham gives us the lead again at the 26th minute mark to make it 2-1. And can we stay ahead this time? Everton look to counter here. They get it to Diaz, and he just does my two centre-backs there and gets it past Ramsdale as well. What a solo goal there from Brett and Diaz. What an interesting name as well. Now he plays a great ball through, and Everton hit the post. So we get very lucky there. Everton are on one as we go into the second half now. We look to take the lead again for the third time. What can Bellingham find? Martinelli has it out wide now, cuts it back to Jesus, and Jesus is going to curl that one around the keeper with no problems whatsoever. And Jesus just adding to his goal tally this season. He's been unreal, especially in these later episodes. But Everton look to score again and tie it up, and they do through Brett and Diaz. Ramsdale possibly could have done a little bit better there, but that's really on our defence, not really the keeper. As we whip it in, Odegaard with the header, but it goes straight at the keeper, and that was the last opportunity of the game. So we tie again and only managed to get 1 point out of this fixture. So that's 2 for 2 on draws, and this could really mess with our Premier League standing. But we're into the Champions League now. This is the trophy we're after more than anything. It's the trophy that's eluded Arsenal for their whole history. The first leg is going to be, I believe, at Inter Milan. I'm not 100% sure. We'll see in a moment. But see there, I wanted to check the Premier League standings. We're actually still leading by 1 point, but Manchester City have that game in hand still, which is quite annoying, to be honest. But yep, you see the team there. They brought in Julian Alvarez from Manchester City. They're obviously a great side, but our team is stacked. I mean, look at all the 90-plus players around the board there. And they have the likes of Nana in goal. They have Laporte from Man City. They have the ex-Arsenal man Torreira, and they also have Diaby, who I know is a beast as well and was linked to Arsenal in real life. And I thought about bringing him to the club in this game, but with the likes of Saka, that position is well and truly locked up. So here we are at the San Siro, the first leg against Inter Milan. They have Moise Kean to Diaby to Brozovic. They get it to Moise Kean, and he goes near post and just powers that past Ramsdale. I was hoping for an offside flag, but none came, and we go down 1-0 early on. Odegaard, what can he do? He just goes himself. I don't know what the centre-back's doing there. He was just marking Jesus tight, and Odegaard says, thank you. And the captain ties it back up and makes it 1-0. Now from a free kick, we whip it in, but it gets blocked by the wall, and Diaby on the counter just powers past my player. Ben White, I don't know if anyone can catch him. I slide in with Tierney. Probably a good thing I didn't take him out because he possibly would have been red carded, but Diaby scores, makes it 2-1, and that's just an amazing solo goal. Just cannot catch him. He's got too much pace, and now we're going to look to tie it up right on half-time here. We get it out wide to Martinelli, and speaking of pace, this guy has it. Martinelli, ball rolls inside, finds Odegaard, but he gets blocked, and the keeper gets that. And Odegaard from another free kick gets tipped over the bar this time by the keeper. Odegaard making improvements from his first free kick. And now from the corner, Saka, Jesus on the end of it and ties it up with 35 minutes to play, all square. And from a corner now, Inter Milan whip it in. They head it, but it goes out for a goal kick. Nothing comes of that for them. You see there, a call for the short one, but Ramsdale just kicks it to them, and they make us pay through Alvarez. What an absolute mare. I mean, that was ridiculous. I think that was just FIFA being FIFA, to be honest, because I called for the short pass, and we couldn't get it. And Jesus had an opportunity late to tie it back up, but the keeper makes a pretty standard save. We go down 3-2, but we are heading home, so we do have still a decent chance. But that was just a horror show. That last goal was just ridiculous. But that's going to be it for the episode, guys. Make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know, are we going to come up clutch and make it to the final and win it? Are we going to win the double? Are we going to win nothing? I'd love to hear your predictions. And let me know if you want to see another season. I'm still weighing it up. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Peace.